I don't know, you're so much bigger and so much younger. Maybe you better wait.
Well, I haven't heard that in a long time. I've heard bigger.
Oh, man. Can I leave these on or it'll be,
Yeah,
Come on.
right.
it'll look more show business if I let.
That's why I don't have any of it. Well, you want to start off, or you want me to?
No, I don't know what we're going to
well-
talk about. I suggest we talk about elephants.
I think so. I think so. Well, my name's Ed Stewart. I'm the one of the founders and president of the Performing Animal Welfare Society. It's a great day for us. We've just accepted 3 elephants from the Toronto Zoo, Thika, Toka, and Iringa. They've been here for about 14 hours, 18 hours, and they're all doing fine. They are eating, they're drinking, they came out of the crates really well. Iringa moved very nicely out of the crate and into the barn. I know there was some concern about her, but she looked fine. Thika was a little tired when she came out and was a little tired during the trip, but it was delayed in Toronto for some reason. After the loading, there were some inspections that took up about 9.5 of the valuable hours that were set aside to move the elephants, and so whoever caused those elephants to stand in crates for an extra at least 9.5 hours, and it also caused the team to miss an opportunity to cut about 4 or 5 more hours off of the trip by not going to Chicago. So somebody should be held accountable for that. If the elephant wasn't able to travel, somebody should have said that before she got in the crate, before the whole team flew in, and whoever did it should be absolutely held accountable, and the whole thing should be scrutinized from top to bottom. I'm sure it's not going to be, but I just want everybody to know it would have been much smoother for the people, for the elephants, if that didn't happen. As it turned out, the elephants made a tremendous trip. There wasn't one nick on any elephant. There was, they all ate, they all drank when they came into the barn. They all have had bowel movements, which might not sound like a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to us. Very important. All their functions are working. We had a huge greeting in the barn from our other elephants. We had 3 elephants in the barn at the time that Toka walked in, and for our elephants it was a huge surprise. Obviously they didn't know that there was an elephant going to be walking in, and they were trumpeting and roaring and lying over on their side, and they were as excited as I've seen them in a long time. I knew they were going to be excited, and it was a good thing. It's a good thing for both sets of elephants to have other elephants to communicate with and to interact with. Today is our first day, so we're going very slowly. We always say we're on elephant time. Whatever the elephants look like they're ready to do, we will do. They have a huge enclosure that they are ultimately going to be in, but we're going to go slowly, make sure that when they go out, you can bring them back in, because there are places where they can go in the habitat where you can't find them. So we want to make sure, at least for a few days, that we have at least some kind of control over the elephants when they go out. It's pretty standard, but there aren't very many places, maybe one other place in the world that's as big as our place for African elephants. So it's a real benefit to the elephants, but also to us. We want to be able to make sure we can track them. I mostly want to thank the people who moved the elephants. We had probably the best team of people that have ever been assembled to move elephants anywhere in the world. We had 2 zoo directors on the move. One is a veterinarian from an AZA facility, Dr. Parrott from the Oakland Zoo, who helped on the move and helped evaluate the elephants as they came across the country. We had Pat Lampy, the director of the Alaska Zoo, who has actually placed an elephant here. One of our African elephants came from the Alaska Zoo. It's been a great association with that zoo. We've had a tremendous association with the Detroit Zoo. We have an elephant from the Detroit Zoo. We work closely with Detroit. One of their keepers was here to help on the unloading of the elephants. They come and visit all the time. We've had good associations with San Francisco Zoo. With Los Angeles Zoo, we worked really well. We've taken elephants from the circus, which is actually our arch enemy, as many of you know. But we've never had a situation like this, where there was very little, if any, cooperation. In fact, there was a lot of animosity. I think we were disrespected, but really we're big. You know, we can take it. We've, you know, we don't really want to be in a fight with anybody. We just want to do the best possible for the elephants. In fact, we welcomed the zookeepers from the Toronto Zoo that came here yesterday. I allowed them to actually move the elephants out of the crates and into the barn, and I told them that we're not proud. There is no perfect situation for elephants in captivity, and we know that. This isn't perfect. Toronto isn't perfect. Oakland isn't perfect, but we all do our best. And if somebody wants to help, we're usually open for someone to help us. So from the very beginning, I don't understand why there was so much disrespect for us, but I think the people that came out from Toronto now see our facility. They see that we have elephants that enjoy it, and hopefully the small, very, very small group of people who were so vocal against moving the elephants here will finally find some other things to talk about on the internet, but I doubt it. We have some other old elephants here, like Iringa and Toka. We have one that's actually older. We have Lulu from the San Francisco Zoo, who's 47 years old, and she's in great shape. She's doing fine. Mostly, I'll tell you, the person who is the biggest person to thank is the one that made this whole thing possible, and it's Bob Barker, as everybody knows. The disrespect that other people show for us and for animals is surmounted on the other side by Bob Barker. He's done so much for animals all over the world, all over the country, big animals, small animals, chihuahuas to elephants. He's smart, he's sharp, he makes good judgments, and we're happy. Sexy. Also right here. But he really made this whole thing possible financially. It's unbelievably expensive to move elephants like that, but because of Bob, we pulled it off, and the elephants are great. Now we ask everybody else in the world to help us support the elephants. Not only the ones that we have that just came in from Toronto for the rest of their lives, but the ones that have come in from other places. There is no money that comes with the elephants. You know, there is no monthly payment that comes with to help feed or for vet care. The people who support PAWS are the ones who pay for this, and we want to thank them from the bottom of our hearts for helping all of our elephants. So I want to just say one more thing about another elephant that's in Canada that really has to get out of there, and that's Lucy. She's at the Edmonton Zoo. She's all by herself. For the people that were there last night and heard the commotion of elephants seeing other elephants, you know what Lucy is missing. Lucy is missing other elephants. And she's by herself. She's in an extremely cold climate, and I have 3 elephant crates, and I will send one tomorrow, if they want, to the Edmonton Zoo to move Lucy anywhere in the world that they want to move Lucy to. They don't have to move her to here. I'm not saying move her here. I'm saying move her anywhere where she can be with another elephant. If you think that people take the place of elephants, that's not, it doesn't happen. Maggie was alone in Alaska. Everybody in Alaska can see now that Maggie fit right into the group of elephants here. And Lucy needs elephants, and we have trucks here that can haul the elephant crate tomorrow, and it could be there in a couple of days, and they could be training Lucy. She needs to get out of there, and we'll do anything we can to get her out.